Well, I think initially it was out of necessity, right? And what I mean by that is that when we first started down this path, we sat and did a good amount of thinking about where did we want to end up in 5 years' time? And that has been the real guiding light. Now, is it exactly what we originally thought? No, it's definitely taken some turns, and we've had some different things that we've had to handle, and so on and so forth. But ultimately, that has been very critical to being something that helps me refocus and recenter on what's important. And without that, I think if you just go out and go after the next project that you think, oh, is cool, without really bringing to the table some type of ability to add value versus others, then you're going to be chasing your tail. And those risks, you can't be doing something new every single time, right? You need to monetize the mistakes that you made to even create a greater disadvantage, or sorry, advantage over your peers, right? So when we started, we had a vision of building a subdivision of 25 acres that would be a destination that's going to have concierge services, and we're building a dock that is going to bring in people. We can actually boat people in from the mainland. We're going to have things like big canopies out by the beach, and with people serving you drinks. Now we can't sell any type of adult beverages, but if that was something that so on and so forth, right? So we're actually buying a really cool Manx dune buggy. That area we actually own part of the second largest dune in North Carolina, and they're wild horses. So we're buying a Manx dune buggy, and it's an EV one, which is even cooler. So it doesn't have all those emissions, and it's quite a lot quieter. But those type of real cool, differentiated things that you wouldn't necessarily have if you went just to the other resort. But that's been the guiding light: is how are we going to do this? And when I start getting really dug into something that isn't adding as much value, I tend to think after a point in time, and there's not to say that there's not a day or two or even a week where I probably go down a rabbit hole, but I try to dedicate about 20% of my time to strategy. What are we doing today? What do I need to think about doing that is going to be needed to start now, so that we can be ready and prepared for the next thing that we need to do? For example, we're already permitting the next house, right? So, which isn't actually going to be starting until kind of summer of next year, but I have to go through and talk with the architect. But that design, and then we're even thinking and actually working with the architect and engineers on an event space, kind of the clubhouse in the middle, so on and so forth. So that's where I try to dedicate about 20% of my time, and sometimes I do really well at that, and sometimes I don't. But it's very critical that you have a mission statement and you live to it.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to pull out some of these golden nuggets because that was amazing, right? So I think number one, you said very, very clear vision on the 5-year plan, right? And it's the mission, it's where you're going, right? And continually practicing, refocusing on what's important and recentering on where you're going, right? And then focusing on, I heard John Maxwell said this recently. He said the difference between a goal mindset and a growth mindset, right?